Send me to Grandstaff.
Know that you have brought catastrophe upon yourselves.
Activate Grandstaff.
Yes, sir.
This is going to dark places. I'm very sorry.
So now for the exciting gameplay of this segment. Walking forward along these train tracks against the wind.
Well, at least you don't take cold damage.
You don't.
What if... Where are the flags to cling on to and rapidly mashing the circle button to keep yourself warm? You have to maintain your body temperature or else you pass out and you wake up in some lodge somewhere you don't know where the fuck you are, and then you scream at the top of your lungs because you still can't find the fucking Alexander materia! Is that the Alexander materia?
No,
fuck!
no. It's a healing. It's an energy tank.
Damn it!
So yeah, this actually goes on for a solid 2 or 3 minutes, so I kind of cut most of it out.
Oh.
Okay.
It's literally, you see the minimap there, it's literally just a straight line. Except there's that
Riveting
little
game
bit sticking
design.
off, there's that little bit sticking off the side, and I left this in because I realized I walked past it, and that is where you have to go.
If you had pressed
Deceptive
on
little
forward, would they have
fucker, isn't
actually
it?
frozen to death?
No, well, you do eventually have to press on forward, but over here is an actual save point, and there hasn't been one of those in a little while.
Right,
You
right.
might want one.
Yeah.
So wait, you come here to save and then you have to keep walking down the fucking straight line?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The point you have to reach down the train tracks is where Kaiman Sarah's first train wrecked. Remember when the giant ice
yeah,
missile
yep,
smashed
yep,
into
yep,
it?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep. They had a fight
Seed.
over it. Of course there's a seed out here.
Also, along...
Surely these treasure chests will have things to help me survive.
Sharks.
Nope, seed and shark skin.
Delicious.
Shark skin-
You just have Cook freezing to death, just looking at this seed with just utter discontent.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. There's a healing.
shark skin is probably cold resistant to some point. They live, you know, under the fucking ocean and whatnot.
No, that's the fat underneath.
Oh. Well, they're
That's
fucked.
not shark. That's
Shark
not
skin
shark
is basically
blubber.
sandpaper.
Yep, they're fucked.
It's okay. There was a healing point.
Yeah.
There's a healing point. That means they're magically okay.
I find that healing points placement weird because as far as I know, there are no random encounters during this part.
Oh, obviously.
I mean,
So nothing there. There's nothing to really damage you.
nothing to really threaten you.
No, it's for Mac's sake. That's what she was trying to find.
I was about to
Oh,
say,
okay.
maybe it's there as a sense of like, this is here to keep the children warm. This is a lie.
When you touch me, it feels just like a dream with the warmth that's in your eyes when you look at me. I hear your voice beside me, it whispers to me. I can't hide how it makes me feel, the shyness you see. I may never understand how deep it goes, but I know how I feel, what I hold deep in my heart. There's just no way to stop this. It's hopeless but true. I feel this love more than anything. So what more can I do? You know, I thought I would be much stronger than I am, but then I feel the boldness that's inside my heart just melt away. How I feel for you and what I wanna say keeps getting locked inside. I like to make what you are into someone irreplaceable.
There will always be by my side. What you are into something so cool in this life of mine that I.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you.
I dreamed you were singing. At least I thought I was dreaming. Were you really singing?
No, yeah, it's not something I do in front of people normally. Well, what? What happened to your eyes?
My eyes?
The color's different. What's going on?
I had a dream.
You mean your memories?
Yes. Somehow, protecting you and releasing all that magic energy, might have released the seal upon my memories as well. After all, I did seal off my own memories.
You remember? That's great! What's wrong? Are you upset about something that happened?
Huh?
Kaim really hated his memories. He said they were nothing but painful.
As painful as it is, I think it's my duty to regain these memories.
Duty? What do you mean?
Kaim likely had much more involvement with other people than I. He has seen much more of life and death. The weight of 1,000 years can indeed be painful. But I want to look back, carefully, at all of those years.
Wow, 1,000 years. That's really long. I can see how it could be bad. You know, have everything change except for yourself. That would be hard. You are incredible. To live 1,000 years, simply incredible. I can't even imagine. Here, have some food. This was all there was. It's not fit for a queen, but you know, it's keep your strength up.
Thank you. Shall we eat?
I'm okay. You go ahead. You need to get your strength back. You must be exhausted. You had to use a lot of magic energy to protect me.
But as a result, I finally know who I am. Thanks to you.
Well, yeah, you know, I did what I had to do there. I just kind of sat there and you basically protected me. Gee, that was really embarrassing, actually. Oh, man. I don't want to remember that.
Well, Your Majesty, what will you do? All of your precious subjects shall now become fodder for Arthrosaurus to feed on. Everything they have built, their town, culture, history, their lives, their meager happiness, all shall literally be crushed under their feet. Only you can stop this, Your Majesty. Ming no Amara.
Why have you done this? Do you have no compassion at all?
You realize, of course, that while you stand here, even more of your people have been slaughtered.
Gongora, you monster!
You and I have an eternity. But do you have time to hesitate, Your Majesty? Are you deaf to their screams?
What must I do?
It's times like these that immortals are so inconvenient. I can't very well take your life. However, whether one chooses to live as a walking corpse or to throw one's life away, the end result is the same.
What are you talking about?
You will seal off your memories.
What?
Your magic energy is very powerful. Use it to hypnotize yourself and lock your memories away. If you do so, I shall halt Arthrosaurus.
You coward.
You have only two choices here. Your Majesty, please, we must hurry.
Who are you? And why do you dress me as your Majesty?
Because you are the Queen of Numara.
I am? Truly? I have been brought back for my people.
I don't know if that's supposed to be the implication, but that's what I took from it.
It kind of makes sense because then, you know, there's like a context for the heroes being able to defeat him.
Elendor about to learn what happens when you try to fuck with a queen. You get fucked right back.
But now we've got a little mini dungeon in which our party is just Jansen and Ming.
Are they just making out the entire time?
They do it in front of the monsters, and they just start feeling really awkward and just kind of back off. It's like,
I think
the monsters all just get quite uncomfortable and leave.
Next time I use 3 fingers, Jansen.
Don't put your finger up there! Oh, put your finger up there!
Yeah. So I just had the horrible realization.
What?
They're
Rip
probably
that
gonna meet
bridge.
up. They're probably gonna meet up with the kids, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that means you have a party of entirely mages.
And
yes.
And Mac.
Fucking. I was gonna say Mac is technically a mage. He is a spirit mage.
He's a hybrid.
Mac is basically a red mage.
Right. So Mac is going to be your only source of true physical output.
Are these gigantic earwigs?
That's what they look like.
I don't know. They're called clippers.
They look like gigantic fucking earwigs.
So they're a shitty sports team.
Actually, the Clippers are decent at this point in time.
Topical. Whoosh.
Whoosh.
Actually, I think the Clippers are doing better than the Lakers are at this point.
It'll be relevant at some point in time.
At some point, well, I mean, they were terrible at one point in time, so it already was relevant.
Doink.
Ow.
What status abnormality did they just inflict on Jansen?
It's paralysis.
Yeah.
These things actually can be dangerous because they can paralyze you, and if they feel like it, they are capable of casting, I think, the 3rd level water spell or something like that. Or maybe it's the 3rd level earth spell. I don't know, but they can... Yeah, I think it might be earth.
But wait, why is Jansen in the front? Oh, you need someone in the front. You can't have everyone in the back.
No, you can have everyone in the same row, but Jansen has more health than Ming. In general, as far as the straight spellcasters go, Jansen has the highest health. So, it just made more sense to have him as
I assume he
meager guard
compensates by
condition.
having, like some of the worst base stats for magicians. Like, his magic isn't as good as any of the other magicians in the party?
He's alright. He's a little slower, I think, is the issue.
He's #1 in our hearts.
He will.
Yeah.
He will always be #1 in our hearts.
And at this point in Ming's.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that quite yet, but I get the feeling that's the direction it's going in.
They just got done.
Ming is #1 in his.
They just got done like boning in a cave. They're fine.
Just to complete it, seeing as I just looked it up, the Clippers, as of this recording, are currently 4th in the Western Conference of the NBA.
4th is third loser.
If anyone wants to go back and find out when the Clippers were 4th, they will successfully date this episode.
I'm not going to tell them the date. They got to figure that one out.
Today is Wednesday, April 47th, 1981. We're on alternate Earth. Some shit went down. The only month is April. We're not sure why.
It's always April.
It's always April, and half of the month is 20. So it's
we're in the version of Earth where Superman was found by the Soviet Republic instead of America.
Oh God.
Hey, Red Sun was a perfectly fine comic book. Okay.
It's also a pretty decent boss theme.
When you speed it up.
Different Red Sun.
Even better when you speed it up, yeah.
Here's a fun game, kids. Go speed up your favorite music tracks and see which ones turn out better.
YouTube 1.25 speed.
We call it Nightcore.
So what, seeing as we've been kind of completely ignoring it at this point, what is this dungeon exactly?
Oh, we're actually done with that tiny little mini dungeon.
Yeah! Oh, well...
Are we back?
It seems like we're back at Goatsa.
This is the lower city of Goatsa, yeah. The lower city survived the freeze.
How are they? They are giant!
Because it was under the surface.
They're not giant, that was just perspective.
I was about to say, this is like Midgar, to an extent.
But yeah, the lower city is like, you know, it's still frozen over and frosted and stuff, but the people in it survived because they didn't take the brunt of it, basically.
All of a sudden I can imagine...
Lower Goatsa's current status is Seth's nipples.
Is what?
It's Seth's nipples.
Jesus Christ.
Whereas the upper status is,
Wouldn't it be more accurate for it to be Ming's? Because she is a witch?
No, Ming is... I don't know. Only Jansen is privy to the nipple status at the moment.
Yeah, but it's more keeping, you know, with the phrase colder than a witch's tit.
I don't know.
And have you seen Ming's outfit? There is no way that is heat retentive.
Well, we don't know how much. We don't know how tight it is though. So
we also don't know how bullshit Ming's magic energy prowess is. Especially
That's true.
Now.
That's true. She might have central heating.
Does she have a Does she have a Nest thermostat too?
She keeps herself warm through sheer bloodlust.
Oh Jesus.
So yeah, about the only thing that's changed in the lower town is that this little section right here was not accessible before for whatever reason.
This is a nice little song. Song too.
And a couple of the shops and things are closed down now because they froze.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that the lower version of, or the lower part of town was where the poor lived, and the upper version was like Richie.
That is exactly what it was.
So I imagine when that ice blast hit, that the poor people went, "Oh God, it's cold. Wait, we're alive and they're not. Fuck you, Richies."
The problem, though, is that most of, you know, the industry and power plants and all that fun stuff were in the upper section.
Yeah.
The economy is fucked!
Yeah, Goatsa City as a whole is pretty much royally and irreversibly fucked.
Yeah.
There's no king, there's no economy.
They just got cleared.
All that's left are poor people. Are they all gonna immigrate to, like, Ura or Numara or something? Because those are, like, their best bets at this point.
I don't know. Never really gets covered.
I imagine it doesn't... I don't imagine people want it to be covered.
Well, shit, an entire civilization just died.
Yeah.
In Numara, you work to earn your keep and keep your work. And your thumbs.
So currently, one major civilization of the world got ice blasted into basically oblivion, and the other is getting fucked over by Bahamut knockoffs. Damn.
Numara's doing pretty good now, isn't it?
Things well, no, don't forget, Numara is currently being run by General Cockness.
Fuck.
Yeah. General Cockness is kind of a problem, even as stupid as he is.
At the very least, he can't blow up the country.
He's still trapped in the city. He only knows the one way out.
He's been trying to nurse the hand he banged on the side of the tank for this whole time.
Look at that gap and how Jansen can jump it. Clearly, where was he when we needed his jumping skills in the dungeons?
You're never gonna let that one gap.
No!
Of course!
Look!
And look, there's another gap that he just cleared!
It made us do an obtuse, annoying puzzle.
To jump like a 4-foot gap.
Pretty sure I could have made that jump.
Anyone over the age of fucking 10 could make that jump.
Obviously, there was some agreement between the main party and Sakaguchi, and they agreed to not jump the gap just to fuck with you. You specifically. No one else. Just you.
They looked ahead into the future and recognized that in 2015 and 2016, 4 assholes on the internet were going to Let's Play this game and said, let's fuck with them.
Those guys in particular.
Sakaguchi, I love you!
So what is the point of these? We are turning. Oh, they get you items. Okay.
Yeah, they're little item grabber.
They're like little they're like little fire hydrants.
So we're expending what little water the civilization has left just to get items.
Yes.
We are assholes.
Queen Numara, motherfuckers. This is my town now.
West Side represent.
Oh.
There are random encounters out here. Most of them are just palette swaps of things. Palette swaps are exactly the same enemies as the Ice Canyon.
Oh, okay. So the little weeds and
the weeds. Sometimes you can run into a palette swap of the Dandomans.
Oh, the Dandomans.
So Cold Miser's goons all over again.
But we're not going to see any more macaroni penguins.
Nope, that was the one penguin in the world.
Rip.
We'll never forget you, Jim.
So when does this become like an ice-themed version of Road Warrior?
This is actually the last little bit on the train.
Snowmobile Warrior.
I was all ready for some Fury. I was all ready for some Fury Road showdown action here.
Yeah, sorry.
Gungar just shows up like on a giant.
Oh, and here's a good example of when things get kind of weird.
Oh?
Why?
What?
I ran into a random encounter while the camera was switching, and that wasn't me being an editing failure. That was the game failing to transition screens properly.
Oh dear.
It just couldn't quite come.
Because I ran into the enemies as the screen was switching camera angles, it got confused and just got stuck in that one spot till the battle actually started.
I love triggering incidental glitches like that. It's
funny
great.
that you It's funny that you mentioned that because I was once playing. This was years ago, back when I was willing to give this game a chance. But I was playing Legend of Dragoon, and that happened to me. I triggered a fight right as the screen was transitioning. It crashed the entire fucking game.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Jeez, at least this one only froze momentarily while it loaded the battle.
Well, I think
I lost about an hour and a half of.
This is
guys, to be fair,
Dragoon.
it was Legend of Dragoon. What are you going to expect with Legend of Dragoon?
Regardless, I still lost about an hour and a half of progress, so...
Hey, it's not...
That is the kind of progress you don't want to lose.
It's not an RPG unless you lose over an hour of progress at some point.
That is true.
Hey, it's time to walk into the wind for another couple minutes.
Yeah! God! We need to watch more of children freezing to death?
It's okay, they're doing fine.
If we had the money to buy music rights, we would be playing Against the Wind here.
But, you know, I've already had one episode get rejected from YouTube because it thinks that it's some song by some Swedish or Norse artist. I don't know.
Yeah, let's not piss...
There's a reason that one episode's uncut version is on friggin' Dailymotion, because it's the only place that wouldn't take it down for supposed copyright issues that didn't exist.
Who knows?
That's an Aurora Boreal.
Cook! What happened to Kym and Sarah? They're immortal. They can't die, right?
That's what immortal means. Get up, Cook! We gotta keep moving!
I can't move.
Cook! Cook! Get up!
What is it?
I heard a voice.
A voice? Whose?
I don't know.
Maybe the wind sounded like a voice. Well, if you say it was a voice, then it was.
Jansen sucks!
I mean,
he just hears it all.
This isn't his fault.
Yeah, but you know.
Well, I mean, why would it? Like, if anything, it's technically Mac's fault.
No, just
this whole thing started when Mac wanted to go see the Aurora.
No, it's not that it's Jansen's fault. It would have just made
well,
it
okay,
funny.
Jansen did let them go.
Yeah, but it's not his fault for that specifically. Mac was the stupid one. Though technically we can't forget.
Everything in the game.
The blame entirely falls on Gongora.
Thank you. I was just about to say.
Fault.
I'm pretty sure Cockinus did something too. He has his hand on like a button somewhere.
Is it a fuck you button?
Yeah, probably. Like he just presses it, not knowing who it's fucking over, but he's bashing it right now.
Furiously.
He's just sitting there punching the button repeatedly.
He's probably broken it at this point, and he's still pushing it.
Okay, so I left this battle in, even though you guys have already seen it, because it was the battle I edited out in the Ice Canyon video.
Oh.
But something interesting happens here. It's these raptor guys. I believe they're technically a palette swap, but they do the exact same thing. They have an attack that causes chilled status, which is basically just slow.
Uh-huh.
And they can call for allies.
Yes.
Thing is, there's a side quest you can do on these tracks to find the boss of these raptors.
Uh-huh.
I did not realize that he could appear before you have gotten Cook and Mac back.
Oh, Jesus, no.
And
are we about to see a rare over?
No, I don't die here, because these things honestly still aren't that big a threat.
Oh, okay.
It's just that, you know, doing about 200 damage is a lot more threatening when your character barely has 1,000 health.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Oh.
But the way this works is that the one in the back of that 4 raptor formation is the one that can call allies. The leader of them will only appear when you encounter the 4 raptor group.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
There's also another group of these that's just 3 of them, and he will not appear during that one.
Well, he's not here yet.
Well, the other thing is that he basically looks exactly like the other ones, but he's got like twice as much health. I think he might have actually...
No, that's not
that wasn't him. I believe he's the 3rd one that comes in.
Is that him?
We're about to see. No? He's coming at some point.
Like I said, he doesn't actually look a whole lot different.
Oh, okay. We might have killed him and we'll never know.
Love that little beep they make when they die.
No, yeah, that's him.
Don!
That's him.
Oh, that is?
Don Laplos.
Oh, okay.
Don Laplos!
Wow, there's barely any difference.
Yeah, he's virtually identical.
Don Laplos!
He'll just make you.
He does have
he'll
at
just
least
make you an offer you can't refuse. But he does not know.
thing
He does
about
not
him-
know he's making that offer to Ming.
The thing about him is that there's a side quest of a guy telling you to go find him and kill him. I have not spoken to that guy to be told to find this
Does
enemy
it not
and kill
count
him.
if you kill him before?
No, it totally counts. You just talk to the guy and he acts like he's already told you about him, and he's like, "Oh, great, you went and did the thing."
I did the what?
It basically just skips the it skips the introduction of the quest and just has you turn it in.
Good.
That's funny.
Good job.
It's just Ming
It's like
comes
those-
in, Ming comes in with the thing's hat. It's just like, wait, Dad, you did what? You did the thing! I don't remember asking you to do it, but you did it!
Yep, sorry, Ming.
Lock it off.
She'll be fine.
Yeah.
She won't get experience, but she was already a higher level than Jansen anyway.
He
so.
does it.
Oh,
and you got his
see,
claw.
You get the claws.
Oh, Ming got his fingers.
Ming got his fingers.
Ming took his fingers.
The prophecy is coming true.
Knock me out, you think you can, huh? Who's laughing now?
Oh, Ming, don't you think you're being a little bit excessive?
Nope.
Oh, whatever you say.
Jansen knows that the violence secretly turns him on.
But hey, look.
Secretly?
Dead children.
I don't think there's anything secretly about the fact that that turns him on.
Mac! Oh, come on, little buddy.
Cook! Hang on. She's so cold.
Get up, Mac! Wake up! Wake up! It's me, Jansen! Wake up! Come on, wake up!
Cook!
Come on, kid.
Wake
Come
up,
on.
Cook!
Bruce, come on. Let's do it.
Liram, lend me your strength. Give us your light for the lives of your children.
Yes, yes. Good.
Aunt May.
Okay, good.
Oh, thank goodness.
Anson.
You're all right. It's okay.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Thank you, Aunt May.
All right, let's go.
Anson.
What's going on? No. Oh, fine. Damn. What's over to deal with?
That's the ice missile?
Apparently that thing was inside the ice missile.
So we are fighting the ice missile!
Yeah!
Basically, yeah.
Fuck it up, Mac!
But we're fighting it with a party entirely of mages.
There is nothing wrong with this!
Punch it in the
who
dick,
designed
Mac!
Oh, I miss this music. I'm insinuating that I've never listened to the music while we weren't doing episodes.
Okay, so, Living Ice can be a really easy boss or a giant pain in the ass, depending on how its AI acts.
Now, here's my question. Which was it for you?
It was actually really easy. I made it harder than I had to because I was afraid of one of its gimmicks that it just chose to never do.
I guess explain it after you finish this fight.
But yeah, it has physical attacks. It's got a special attack that can inflict chilled effect. It buffs its defense with the big shield spell.
The big shield spell.
But yeah, it's weak to Earth, but the thing is that at any point during the fight, it will decide to cast Reflect on itself.
Is that the gimmick you mentioned?
Yes, so it will never do it on the first turn, because it always spends the first turn throwing Shieldus on itself.
Mac steals himself.
Yep.
So
This
the
is all
first
on
turn,
you, Mac.
So the first turn you can safely throw ground spells at it. Any turn after that, you run the risk of it throwing Reflect up and bouncing those spells off onto your squishy mage party. Who you may very well one-shot with those spells.
Also, for the only time ever in this entire game, Mac has the highest health of the party.
Just in this one particular instance.
Yep.
So yeah, you can dispel the shield.
I mean, of course, it's a buff.
You can't. Yeah, you cannot dispel. Well, you can dispel Reflect.
Yeah.
But like I said, it can just throw it up at any time it wants to. There's no real rhyme or reason to it.
I feel like we just got to start chanting Mac the entire way through, because I just get the feeling he's going to carry this one.
I think he kind of has to.
I know. Well, we said we wanted a Mac boss kill. I'm pretty sure this is going to be it.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing it, living the dream, and he's punching it in the dick.
Yes, he is.
Sure.
He's at the right height for
Actually, I don't
maximum.
think he's punching in the dick. He might be punching it in the face, which is just as good. But
It's hard to tell the anatomy of, you know, vague ice monsters.
Yeah.
Make a biology check.
I rolled a 1. What did I find
You have
out?
no fucking idea.
You have no idea what you're fighting.
Damn it!
You punched the wall.
You fondle the living ice and have an awkward conversation afterwards.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry. I don't know if you're male or female or not. You what? Gender neutral? I mean, okay.
It's people demand that you court before sex. You are now engaged to the ice creature.
No, this is not what I asked for.
How do I break off this engagement?
You don't.
Oh no!
Mac,
You die.
help
That's
us!
the only way.
It's time to fall back on the old numero 1-2. Murder and then murder.
Did it just inflict
Yeah, its physical attack can also cause slow.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just punching it.
But yeah, the thing's only got a little over 6,000 health, so Mac with the power buff.
Cook providing the correct support by taunting the boss.
Well, yeah.
She's demoralizing it.
So the adults found the children just in time for the children to fucking save their ass.
That's
Yeah, pretty much.
exactly it.
Freeze fight. Oh dear.
Oh,
Ah!
dear.
Oh dear.
Yep, she's frozen.
Ming is not going to be happy.
You think this can stop a queen?
It kind of has.
So remember how the ice cannon gave the warm vest that prevents freeze status?
Uh-huh.
I didn't bother using it because this is one of the 2 times in the entire game that freeze status comes
Oh,
up.
look, it brought up Reflect.
Yeah, it brought up Reflect on the last turn.
The time it was never going to be relevant.
Fuck!
Blazing Ruby.
Whop!
Good job, Mac.
Yeah!
Mac gets boss kill. Da -da -da!
I like that its little head half things fall off when it dies.
I wish I was stronger.
Well done, Mac. You are now a man.
Now you're a man! A manly, manly man!
Hey, you alright?
I'm okay.
What happened to Kym and Sarah? Weren't you together?
Has something happened to them?
They were trying to help us when the train derailed. It slammed into a huge wall of ice. There was an explosion. That's all we saw. They might be dead.
No way. They're immortals. Hey, you're joking, right?
Even immortals can feel pain.
Pain?
If an explosion is powerful enough, it may inflict great pain on the spirit. This pain might be more damaging than the loss of a physical body.
They're immortals. I know they gotta be alive. I mean, who ever heard of a dead immortal? Let's go look for them.
Yeah, let's look for them. Aunt Ming, what about the captain?
Oh, Seth?
Right. Yeah, she's gotten into some trouble of her own.